The Nature Photo Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at the Camera Store, located in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
It's our go-to spot for everything photography and video. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro, the Camera Store has what you need.
And the best part, they ship right across Canada with free shipping on most orders over $99.
The Camera Store is a legendary name in photography, so make sure to check them out today at camerastore.com.
Welcome to the Nature Photo Guys podcast,
where we talk about nature photography, from gear to our philosophies and everything in between.
So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and relax.
You're listening to Joe Desjardins
and Chris Gibbs, the Nature Photo Guys.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Nature Photo Guys podcast. Today, you only have Chris and Joe.
That's right, just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Oh my God. We're going to do a recap. We're going to do a recap from our workshop in June all the way up to now. So It's just going to be brief. Just give you guys an idea of what we've been up to. And then we'll follow up with episodes covering them a little bit more in detail.
Some of the bigger topics for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, they're all big.
That's true. That's very true.
So what have you been up to anyway?
Recently, well, we had a big trip we just got back from, and so been doing that, trying to get back reset onto normal life again, so we've been away a bunch over the last 6 months, so trying to get back into a regular routine.
And then getting caught up with work and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. All that work thing, so. Yeah.
That work thing.
Thing. But just getting all organized again and full speed ahead and looking forward to what's to come in 2026 and planning. And what about you?
Well, I mean, that 3.5 hour time difference was a killer.
It was.
It took me 2 days to kind of adjust. And
going back from Newfoundland. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like that at all. It was, you know what? It was fine, but I didn't realize how much it actually affects you. You know what I mean? It's like 3.5 hours, so.
Well, still to this day, I mean, normally I get up like 6:15, 6:30.
Yeah.
But even right now, I'm wide awake at 4:55, and it's crazy.
It's been over a week, dude.
I know. It's actually kind of nice. You get up, get organized. Now I know how you feel.
Up at 5 every day.
Except I'm not going to bed at 8:30 like you.
Yeah. Hey, last night was 10.
Whoa.
It was 10.
Jeez.
Yeah. Watching the new series, or not the new series, an old series that's new, is The Rookie.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I hear good things about that show.
Yeah. My daughter, Autumn, she recommended it. And
sure.
And we're like into episode like 13 or 14. And then, so I texted my kiddo and said, hey, we text a lot, but I texted her, say, hey, thanks for the referral or recommendation. And I said, start watching that. Boom, phone call right away.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, hey kiddo. And she's like, yeah. She goes, the character development season 2, this and that. I'm like, it's a fun show. She, cause she's in the film and, cosplay theater, all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Right? I'm like, just don't ruin it for me. I really like to see the action and, what's going on and all this kind of stuff. So it was pretty cool, but cool. Other than that, man, just kind of trying to get settled in and getting stuff ready for next year.
Sure.
I even hate to I hate to even admit this, but I know you and me, as far as images and video and everything we took over the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how many terabytes. Yeah. And I don't even want to say how many thousands or tens of thousands because it's ridiculous. I mean, like just sitting here trying to edit, trying to get a few images out. I mean, you even mentioned that like earlier in the week. You're like, I just need to get one out, from Newfoundland. And
it's overwhelming.
Or whatever it is, right? So
well, it's funny. And you and I chatted about this before. You go on a big trip, and the first couple days are like there are like hundreds and hundreds of pictures from the first couple days. And then all of a sudden your photos start, there's less and less as the week goes on. Cause you're kind of starting to pick and choose. You're excited at the beginning of the trip, taking all these photos and then things start,
Well, you're not sure, right? I mean, this is a caribou trip, and you're like, well, we might not see caribou the rest of the week, right?
So you want to get some shots.
You're going nuts with the images and hundreds, whatever, Chris. You're thousands the first day, day, and maybe whatever, maybe. And then, but no, anyways, we'll talk about that. So
exactly, we'll get to that.
Yeah, let's do a bit of recap. After Light Chasers in May. We had our workshop in June in Waterton, right?
We did,
where we taught photo and video.
Mm-hmm. It was a great workshop. It was a lot of fun.
It was really good. A lot of fun. And we're running it again next year. So if anybody's interested, of course, reach out.
Yeah, check the website
and then, for sure. We'll have links, in the description for you guys. And then July ended up heading out to Svalbard for the first time. You had a
little trip. Yeah, exactly.
A little trip. Yeah. 11 days, 10 nights on an icebreaker. Wow. Headed up all the way up to the pack ice. Yeah. And it was incredible. The abundance of wildlife is absolutely insane. The landscape, even birds,
Sure.
I had to mention the bird stuff, even the bird stuff.
Of course.
But no, it was an incredible trip. I mean, Arctic fox, Svalbard reindeer. I can't even count the amount of birds. Crazy. And I'll probably screw up the names, but Fulmar, kittiwakes, little auks, guillemots. I think I'm doing pretty good there. Anyways, Arctic terns. Okay, they were insane, attacking foxes and stuff. Arctic foxes. But then 4 different types of whales: fin whales, blue whales, beluga whales, and minke whales.
Well, it's funny, like you've talked about, I've seen a presentation you've done a couple times there as well on the trip. And, it's interesting how much wildlife, like you've said, right? People, they think of the Arctic, not much wildlife is there, but holy crap, there is so much from what you said, eh?
Well, that's it. You think of, I thought of it as some sort of a desolate place, right?
Sure.
You go and it's just going to be ice and snow and everything else. And then you're like, you're cruising out there and it's like the amount of birds and wildlife and then you see walrus, and then you're getting into the polar bears and then you're like,
so much
holy
life.
Crap. The whales coming, in and out and,
well, and the landscapes that you've showed, like holy crow, the glaciers. Oh my goodness, looks like it was an amazing trip. Yeah,
it was, and of course, we'll do a full episode on that, so we can post some images and stuff and some video. But that was my end of July into August, and when I got home on, I think it was that day,
right?
You took off,
right? Yeah, I left. Yeah, it might have been the day before I started. My trip, and I drove from Calgary all the way to Yellowknife. So it was.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah,
it was a few hours in the truck. But
why would you go all the way up there to see John? I just don't get it, dude.
Yeah, well, so I basically.
tell us what happened. Yeah,
sure. Yeah. So my business, I do a lot of real estate video, and real estate in August is usually a little slow. So everybody's kind of got their houses secured for the school year and all that. So. And agents go on vacation. So I took some time and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go explore a little bit. Family was all busy. So I hopped in the truck by myself and drove to Newfoundland. And friends of ours, John and Bailey, live up there did I say Newfoundland? I meant Yellowknife. But I've got Newfoundland on the brain if I've said that. But
well, he is from Newfoundland.
Well, he is from Newfoundland. That is true.
That's right.
Where
so
he was
maybe
born
that's
and
why.
raised.
For sure.
So I headed up to Yellowknife and spent 4 or 5 days with John and Bailey, and John took me around. We had a lot of fun up there, and there was so much to see. I wasn't really sure what to think, but bison and sandhill cranes, and there's just so much wildlife up there. It was beautiful.
Fox,
lots of fox. And the country, it was funny. The very first night I got there, John said, "Let's get out. Let's go. We literally drive out of his parking lot of his building, and there's a fox. There's a fox.
Oh,
we literally could have walked across the street and there's a fox right there. So it was pretty hilarious. So
did you head up to Cameron Falls? Did you
We
check
did,
out
yeah,
Cameron
yeah.
Falls?
We headed up to
Nice.
that area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we actually went up to the Cameron Falls itself, but there was some
Mm-hmm.
other falls there we did.
Nice.
I'll talk about that. We'll do another
Yeah,
show
for
on that
sure.
at some point, so we'll get into that a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, I saw
Yeah.
the Northern Lights and
Nice.
where the ice roads are. This was the dead of summer, and the funniest thing was I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be freezing cold. I think when I got there, it was 28 degrees Celsius.
No.
And yeah, it was
And your hand
crazy.
warmers were in your hoodie.
Yeah, I didn't. I had it with me, but I didn't have it on like I do now.
Okay, all right, yeah.
But the craziest part was like driving up there. I had to go through a forest fire that was happening.
That's
so
right.
It was, yeah, so that was interesting
right.
being able to see like all of a sudden there was a tree on the side of the road just candled. I mean, instantly as I drove by, and so I got
have
some
your 360 going.
Yeah,
okay,
I had the
perfect.
360 going on the top of the truck,
Yeah.
so I got some stuff there, and yeah, and then on the way back, I took a detour, went through Grand Cache, explored that a little bit.
Nice.
Got to see Jasper at that point for the first time because I hadn't been back there since the fire. So that was pretty shocking the first time I had seen that. And yeah, and then came home. So yeah, it was a whirlwind trip, but it was nice just to get out there, capture some content. I'd been pretty busy this past year. So just to get out and actually capture some stuff, it was great. So, and it's always fun spending time with friends. So John and Bailey are awesome. I know he paid me $20 to say that. So
did he?
Yeah,
I thought it would have been a little more.
Yeah, that's right. John Gillingham. So go check him out. He's got some awesome images as well. So.
Serious, he's a Canon shooter.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Yes.
Yeah. What was I going to say? And all those wonderful images you posted from Yellowknife, absolutely stunning.
Thanks, man. I think I've got 2 out there.
Yeah. That's the point I'm getting at. That's August.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Like August. So this is how far behind we are, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I might have posted 1 or 2 images from our workshop. I'm not even sure.
I know.
And my May workshop.
Oh, your May workshop.
Like my May workshop. That's right. I might have posted a few images from that. It's kind of, I've been going strong since May. Workshop in May, workshop in June, July in Svalbard, and beginning of August. September. Oh, September. What did we do in September?
There we go. Well, you started it because I came a little late to the party, but we.
Yep, that's right. And went photographed the Elk Rut.
Yeah.
So went west to the Rockies. Did the Elk Rut. And yeah, it was freaking hot. There was some killer days that was 30 degrees. It said my Jeep.
Yeah.
And I sleep in a tent.
Yeah, right.
And so every day I'm like, everything's open, trying to get some cool air in there. But what's funny is
that was just your pants and shirt.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? It would drop to almost 0 in the evening.
Yeah, that's
huge,
crazy, right?
20 to 30 degree shifts, So, so it was comfortable, the sleep, but it was killer. And then we had a few days of rain. Like I ended up stopping or heading home a day early because the rain just, it got into my tent. I mean, because it was pretty full on relentless kind of stuff
for sure. Yeah.
But I sleep on the cot. So, I mean, I guess the whole floor could have been wet. And it would have been fine if I wanted to stay.
You're up off the ground.
I'm up off the ground on the thermal rest and my sleeping bag, and my boots would have been, everything would have been fine. I just didn't really want to deal with the rain, so it's like got up, stopped raining, grabbed everything that was wet, threw it in the Jeep, and off I went home.
Right.
And just dealt with it when I got home, hung everything in the garage, and everything dried out nice and stuff. But you showed up a little later.
Yeah, I missed the first few days of the heat, which was nice. I avoided that. Yeah. But I think I stayed a couple days past you, but it's always great to see know our friends again and have some great visits. Absolutely. And like a shout out to Mr. Dave Harkis, who I had to borrow his site a few times to help power my power stations because I have solar on the roof, but when it's cloudy, nothing's charging. So I appreciate that. So and he got some great images too. So
yeah, another Canon shooter. Anyway, and so we
how quickly he forgets.
That's right, and we did miss a few. We missed Eric and Debbie, and
we did
missed Don and Bonnie.
Yeah,
we did miss.
I saw Tyson for about 12 seconds, and
you see, I missed him by a day.
Yeah, right.
But we did see Simone and Dave and Dave
Rothwell, Dave Harkis.
Yeah, Dave Rothwell. He's a Nikon shooter.
Oh, yes. He was giving you a hard time there, wasn't he?
He was, but he planted evidence on me without me being really aware, because he was like, oh, this lens isn't focusing, so can you take a look at it? And so it was like a Nikon, what is it? What do you shoot?
It was a 400 or something.
Yeah, but it was a 400.
Z9.
He got from Pro Support, and it wouldn't focus. And he said, here, Joe, take a look and see. And even on manual focus, we couldn't get it sharp. But at the time, he was actually taking photos or video or something. So he's like, oh, Joe's a Nikon or whatever it was. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, here we go.
No kidding.
But Dave was there. I didn't get a chance to talk to Donna, but you did, right?
I did,
for a little bit. So
I talked to Donna for a little bit. It was good to see her. You bet.
Yeah, just some people.
I'm sure we're forgetting a bunch of people.
Jason Loftus.
Our buddies. Come on.
Yeah, Jason. One of the Beyond the Wild hosts. And we met a couple of cool dudes too, Kelly and Joey. Really nice guys. They came over, Jason, and for sure. So
they're fun to hang around. Those guys.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, you have to see the shot of Jason and Chris and I. We took a photo, and my God, that guy's strong. He lifted both of us up like this. Yeah. And then a friend of ours said, oh, look at the twins have all grown up or something like that. Because I said, caption this. And
right.
They did. So it was Shirley. And, she visits almost every year and stuff like that too.
But it was great to see Jason though. We shot with him before, and it was it's always good. We did a joint podcast with Beyond the Wild as well, part 1 and part 2. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. That was a ball of laughs as well. So
for sure. So if we missed anybody, sorry. It was such a good time and a blur, because right after that, where did we go?
We kind of hit the Rockies earlier this year because we had a big trip to Newfoundland.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
we would have liked to seen a few moose, stayed a little longer in the Rockies, but what we saw in Newfoundland, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, so. Mark ruined that part of it,
right?
Missing the end of the Elk Rut and the moose rut, and I was like, I mean, thanks a lot, Mark. Anyway, no,
you went there first, right? Yeah, you headed out first.
Yeah. We headed to Newfoundland. Mm-hmm. Took a week before to travel and take a look and do the landscapes and stuff like that. And it's an absolutely amazing place. Like it was insanely beautiful. It actually reminded me a lot of Northern Ontario.
Sure. Yeah.
So, St. John's, it's like an older city.
Yeah.
A lot of
bigger
older
than
buildings.
I thought.
It was bigger than I thought, but it has the narrow roads, it has the back lanes, the older homes, basically built on the Canadian Shield, even though the ocean is there, it's really similar to Lake Superior, because when you're living on Lake Superior, you're looking out, you don't see anything. Like, at certain points, it's so big.
Yeah.
And St. John's or any of those areas around there, when you look out to the ocean, it's just like so big. So it kind of just reminded me of that space, like that, that openness. Right.
Right.
And then, and just like yourself, we caught up with you a couple of days later.
Yeah.
Or we had a 2-day head start.
Yeah.
And but the landscape going all the way through all over Newfoundland was like Ontario.
Interesting.
The forest, the Canadian Shield, walking some of these paths and there's these maples and oaks and the fall colors and the smaller streams. Like even some of the smaller streams are tea colored, just like back home in Sault Ste. Marie. Like I'm like, this is freaky. You know what I mean? This is that's how close it reminded me.
To shake yourself to figure out where you actually were. You're so used to
going through some of these national parks and everything. I'm just like, wow, this is Ontario. So beautiful country, absolutely beautiful country.
Yeah, we did the week as well. My wife and I, Jennifer and I. So we headed out for a week too, explored all over the place and before the Caribou tour that we did. And you're right. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. The colors at that time of year. Yes, we missed the icebergs in the summer. Yes, we missed the puffins, but to see the colors in the fall and what we experienced, you can't beat that. So.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'll probably be back for the puffins, the gannets,
Oh yes,
the
we're planning the
icebergs,
same thing 1 year for sure. Yeah,
that kind of thing, right? So
yeah, because we kind of hit almost at the end of the season there for most of these places, but it was still neat to
some of
see
the
a
places
bunch
were
of them.
closed.
They were,
some of the places were closed,
Yeah,
and but how they say everybody's so friendly in Newfoundland. Well,
yeah.
my first real experience was getting gas.
Oh yeah,
leaving St. John's, getting gas.
yeah.
And I pull up to the pump and it says pay inside. So I was like, oh, okay, you can't do any of that. So I go in and I said, oh, I'd like to pay, prepay or whatever. He's kind of looking at me. He says, what do you mean? Like, go pump and come on back in.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, you mean I don't have to? Yeah. I don't have to pay first in case I,
get gas and drive away
and stuff. Is like, so I come back in and, a little chit chat and stuff is, hey, enjoy your time and, on your way. And
is that how he sounded?
And that was pretty much,
sounded?
Pardon?
Is that how he sounded?
Oh yeah. On your way. Oh, did I start an accent here?
No, I was waiting for the accent, but you were just talking normal.
Oh,
so.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh my God.
So.
Talk to John for a while and it starts to come out.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, John Gillingham. Yeah. It starts to come out. So, and I think he does it on purpose.
There's sometimes that it's a little stronger accent than
it's
normal.
really strong, and I think
right,
he
John?
does it just to give us a hard time. Yeah, for sure. So, and then we had the Caribou tour with Mark Raycroft, and that was a week of unbelievable wildlife encounters, landscapes, sunrises, sunsets, and of course, friends, right?
The tour was absolutely unbelievable. Mark and his wife Pilly, they just put on an amazing tour, and like you said, it was just a bunch of us friends hanging out. It was amazing. So
I mean, we're gonna have an episode on that too.
Yes.
The Newfoundland trip and everything else. But of course, we just want to recap everything for you guys. But Mark Raycroft, he's part of the Beyond the Wild podcast also.
He is,
along with Jason and Ron. So. Ron Hayes. But incredible. I mean, I don't even want to say too much about that trip right now because of the images and the video and
we'll have
everything
a great
else.
Episode on that one. For sure,
we'll certainly have a great episode about that.
We just want to take a quick break to give a shout out to our title sponsor, the Camera Store in Calgary, Alberta.
The Camera Store is where we go for all our photography and video gear, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned professional. They've got you covered.
Plus, they ship right across Canada with free shipping on most orders over $99. You can find everything you need at thecamerastore.com.
And then after that, we just kind of got home and tried to adjust to the time change and picking a few images to post.
For sure. Yeah, we had family in town when we came back, so we were a little busy with family. So I'm kind of just getting back to normal now.
And that was funny. It was funny because it was 2 or 3 days later, and you're like in panic mode because you're doing this and going for dinner and driving to the airport and everything. Right. I said, so how's the editing and stuff coming? He's like, I haven't even looked at it yet. Well, it's life, right? Life gets busy, and of course, family's first, right? So
it's all fun. It's all great. We'll get to those images when we can, and for
but
sure,
really quick too. I mean, you're probably going to do an independent review, but you went out with a new camera bag.
I did. Yes. I would say back in case. Yes. I went back, was in the camera store back in the spring and I came in and I noticed this hard case in there. There was another brand I used to have many years ago that I really loved that case and was kind of disappointed I sold it. So Nanuk. So Nanuk has these hard cases, lid inserts. It was just amazing. So, so I started using that and I moved over to their camera bag. So, I had a 35 liter with me on the trip as well as the hard case, traveled with both of them, both went on the plane. I had no issues whatsoever. I really love the bags. They work for my situation they've been great to work with so far too. I've been tagging them and, their customer service has been second to none and Canadian company. And it's great to work with them a little bit. So you bet.
Yeah. It was kind of the shots I was taking of you. It was kind of like, oh, look at Chris turning a nice product placement, look at the camera bag or Nanuk, like that kind of stuff. Right. So, no, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad it worked out for you and stuff. And
it's great.
I'm sure you'll do a review, an independent review, just like you did with the iPhoto monopod. Oh, you used that too. How did that work out for you?
I did actually. Yeah, I know a few people have reached out to me about that monopod, asking some questions. Kath reached out and she ended up purchasing it as well. And I bought it with my own money and been using it. And I took it to Newfoundland and then loved it. I didn't want to really bring my huge big video tripod with me and all the way to Newfoundland. And so I didn't. And I was a little nervous about that. I did bring a travel tripod with me, so I used that for landscapes and whatnot. But you know what, when just to get the extra stability of video and some panning, I found it worked really well. So I mean, I guess that's the latest update on the monopod. I will have another one once we get into the winter season, see how it does in the snow.
For sure.
We don't know that yet, but so far it's surprisingly been really good. I've been happy with it. So
good. No,
so I did,
awesome.
I used Manfrotto, tripods and video heads, right? So, or not the tripod, but the video head. So I've got all those Manfrotto plates. So I did buy a little bit of an attachment so I can pop my 400 onto there or my other.
Yeah, and you can show that maybe in that video. Yeah,
we'll talk about that more later on. So you bet.
Yeah, I used my bag pod quite a bit.
Your bag pod.
Essentially,
I saw you doing that. Yeah, I took a few photos of you doing that.
Well, you know what? It worked. So I'd basically take my f-stop bag and put it up vertical and then throw my camera on there.
Sure.
And when I was panning, it was stable. And of course, it's a little bit of stabilization in post. I'm sure it'll be fine. I did bring my tripod. I didn't bring my video head, but just a standard ball head. And, I was able to at times just I had time to level everything off, including the ball head to the tripod to the ground. So I was able to do some smooth panning that ended up straight. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But that takes a lot of setup, when you're using a ball head, because it's not designed for that really,
No.
Whereas the video, you could have just leveled it off and started panning
and go.
But
for sure.
I didn't want to bring the extra weight of that Manfrotto video head either. So
no, those things are pretty heavy.
Get away with it.
Yeah, those things are pretty heavy. Traveling on a big trip and, on the planes, trying to keep it, a tidy little kit that you're bringing. It's not always that easy to do. And, things had to get eliminated.
Well, you were in a little bit of a panic mode coming back because
I was.
They were saying the plane was absolutely full.
Yeah.
They needed to check 60 bags
it was crazy.
From your carry-on.
Yeah.
And of course, you and I are carrying with ridiculous expensive amount of gear
that we weren't parting with under the plane.
That's right. And we were lucky because we boarded what's that, group 3 or whatever?
Yeah, we were group 5.
You were 5.
Oh,
you were 5. And they basically said over the intercom, anybody in group 5 must check the bag, but you're able to slip on and
I walked up.
Did they even look at you coming in?
Well, they came in and they, I always get the, can you take off your hat, sir? So of course, they make sure that your passport. But other than that, no, she said, turn to the side. Cause I had the Nanuk bag on my back, turned to the side, and she looked at it and went, okay, let me go. And my wife, Jennifer, had my, the case. She was rolling the case and they didn't even look at that. And really it's smaller. It's a carry-on size. It fits really nicely. So we rolled on and unfortunately, near us, there wasn't space in the overhead bin. So I actually had to put quite a few rows back, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, I got it on the plane. Yeah. We knew where it was and it was safe. Well,
what's funny is I didn't even notice this before, but when people get on the plane, they start putting all their carry-on at the front of the plane.
Yeah.
Even if they're 20 rows back.
They don't want to carry it to the back.
They don't want to carry it. And then on their way out, they'll just grab it and go, right? Yeah. So it's a little frustrating when we want to keep our gear close to us. You know what I mean? But like you said, you got on the plane, you got home.
Yep.
And was fine. I had that situation going to Svalbard because, there was a couple of full flights and they said the exact same thing.
Yep.
And coming home, and that was Air Canada. And so I took the Ajna because I figured just for the size, and but because I had too soft, I had my laptop bag and I had the Ajna. And they were walking all through the sitting area, and anybody that had a hard case, got to check you.
Sure.
So I had 2 soft bags.
Yeah.
And I went and hid in the corner. So they went, as soon as I heard that, I got up and I went over to the corner and, just acted all casual, and they walked by and they didn't even look at me. So I was really prepared to open my bag and say, hey, this is what you're going to be responsible for if you throw it under the plane.
Yeah.
Or I would have just took out the ICU and here, you want the empty shell, have at her, but this isn't leaving my hands.
No,
you know what I mean? So, but I think we're prepared for it.
I think so as well. I mean, at the end of the day, we're carrying a bunch of batteries too that can't be checked underneath. And, I carry V-mount batteries and other camera batteries. So there's a lot going on there in our stuff. And we would accommodated whatever we could. Of course, we're not going to, be jerks about it. But at the end of the day, we're carrying a bunch of stuff and we want it close to us. And I think they would understand that as well. And everybody was really good though. And it worked out all right. So thanks. Well,
Air Canada. We even, so I took the larger bag this trip because I wanted to pack the 400 2.8 in one and the 200 600 in another one.
Sure.
And the smaller bag. So I took the Talopa, which is even bigger.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks massive on me because I'm a short little guy.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, they're going to definitely say something. But if you walk on and own it, you're fine. I mean, I hate to call her out, but Jackie, she's about my size.
Sure.
and she travels with the Talopa all over the world. Yeah.
And lots of people
she says she's never had a problem. Never had a problem.
No.
So,
and it's been tested and lots of people talked about different airlines. And from what I understand, the Talopa is a great bag to bring and it is big.
It is.
But at the end of the day, I think there's other bigger carry-on bags that people sneak on than that. So,
well, I had a guy in Svalbard. His bag was about 1.5 times. Like he carried an 800 PF, a 600, 2 camera body, and the bag I could hardly lift. And he says he's traveled all over the world with that because he does snow leopards. He does, he does stuff all over. And he said he's never had a problem either. So I don't know, camera bags, soft-sided bags, maybe they just don't have an issue with it. I'd hate to ever run into that,
Yeah.
But I'm being prepared to take out the ICU. I think it's big. And Nanuk has ICUs too, right?
They have something similar for sure. I didn't have that with me at this time, but they do have other cases. They have a smaller pack so you can pack things in. And I found that was really good. I was able to kind of organize things because the difference, and you'll see this in a future video, and Joe, you've seen this, but it's the Nanuk NPVD 35 liter is quite deep. So I was able to get the 400 in there, no problem, with nothing pushing out. Like it was amazing. But once it, being that deep, you can start piling things in. And when I first was trying it out, I was just throwing stuff in. It took a lot of, little things in there, but they got some packs you can organize things in and then put those in. So
for sure.
And that's about the same size as the Talopa as well. So it was the first time traveling with that and there was no issues there either. So So.
And besides the Nanuk purchase, you purchased some other piece of equipment.
I did. I made the jump and bought a Canon C80 cinema camera. So I've been using it for about a month and a bit now, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it's got built-in ND filters, switch of a button. For video, it's being that it's a cinema camera, it only does video, not photos. So when I did use it in Newfoundland, I've been using it all in my commercial jobs as well. And when I'm photographing out in the field, when I have that camera, I can't get a few photos and then get video. It's literally only a video camera. So it really changes your mindset. Right?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah. And did you have another camera? Did you have a camera with you? Because I didn't really notice because, you and I are so busy shooting.
Yep.
Like, did you have a photo camera with you?
Yeah, I did. I brought my R5 and I had the 100 to 500 on that. And I also had my R5C there too. At the end of the day, I was going to bring my R5 and the C80. And then the back of my mind was, what if the R5 crapped out? I don't have another photo camera. I just have a video camera.
That's right.
I brought my R5C as well, just in case. And, for me, the C80 and the R5C are a great 1-2 combo for video. The sensors on there are beautiful. I do a lot of 2 camera shoots here in the commercial side, and just having the go between those two rather than the R5C and the R5, because the R5C and the R5, the color, it just looks slightly different, but between the C80 and the R5C, it's almost exact. So I mean, it was nice to make that move. And the R5 is still my main photo camera. Don't get me wrong. It's the stabilization and everything. It still shoots video. I shot, I've even posted 120 frames per second slow-mo video from Newfoundland with the R5. So I mean, I used it quite a bit on the trip as well.
It's funny looking moose, but
that
was a great caribou shot. Absolutely. That video.
So
cool.
And there was a big change in your life as well, and regarding camera systems.
Yeah, so
that everybody seems to be giving you a hard time about.
Yeah, and I expect that, and I hope it continues.
Yeah, it's good banter.
But after
isn't it?
30 years with Canon, I made the jump to Sony. I joined Sony.
Congrats.
As a Sony Alpha shooter. Yep. Going to be working with them. You'll be seeing some stuff coming out the next 3 or 4 months with Sony in the camera store and stuff like that. So
nice.
Pretty stoked. That's going to be a separate video, but I did replace my Canon gear with very similar equipment.
Okay.
Not so much a camera body to camera body, because I went from the R5 and the R6 Mark II to Sony A1IIs.
Oh, okay.
So those are like their flagships, right?
Oh,
so,
yes. Okay.
Is
that more comparison to like the R1 maybe?
R1, yeah, exactly. Okay. R1, Z9. So it's not a very fair comparison as far as autofocus and that sort of thing with, the R5 to the A1II.
Yeah.
Or the Sony Alpha A1II. I mean, it's mind blowing.
You're enjoying it.
Yeah, and animal eye detect. Oh, the eye tracking.
Yeah,
dude, I could not lose an animal, even running, even the elk running through the trees.
Oh yeah.
That eye. Well, it predicted. So it was locked on. That elk's running through the trees.
Yeah,
and every time I went behind the tree, the green autofocus dot that's on the eye.
Yeah,
continued in front of the tree and picked up on the elk after.
Wow, you're kidding.
So it didn't focus on the tree. Okay. So I'm like, I mean, this is like ridiculous. Like, wow. So Camera Store is kind enough to lend me a device that I'm going to be able to actually record what I'm seeing in camera.
Okay.
So great. I can show you guys how this autofocus system works. Yeah. Nice. It's absolutely insane. So I got a couple of the Sony Alpha A1IIs because I always have 2 camera bodies.
Yeah,
they're 400
nice to they're the same camera bodies.
And I've never done that.
Yeah,
and I was gonna go with the Sony Alpha A9 III.
Okay, yeah,
with the global shutter and something like
supposed to be a great camera
per
too.
second.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah. But I finally made the decision to go with 2. Smart. The same. It was nice because I had the 2-600 on one, the 400-8 on the other, and
good.
It's not like switching. It's like, oh crap, okay, I need that on this camera, and so switching lenses in the field, introducing dust and whatever it
settings
is.
And
So
nice.
the 2-600 was amazing for video too. Got a lot of stuff, easy to hand hold. Even the 400-8 obviously is lighter than the Canon 500 I had.
Sure.
But the 500 is, it's got some years on it, right? So.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then the 24-70 and the 70-200 2.8, and the teleconverters, 1.4 and 2 times. So I pretty much well, it is, and it pretty much replaced what I had with Canon, right? But I'll have a separate episode on that, guys. Moving forward, showing you, giving you my thoughts and some field experience and stuff, because I did shoot a lot of video with that too. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see that. So you've already posted some amazing images and whatnot, and I can't wait to see what you got. So it's going to be great. So, and I do have to say, there's been a bunch of people throwing you some interesting comments your way, including myself, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I posted that one photo. It's on Instagram, guys. Me like hugging all my gear. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's where the comments started. I'm up to about 200 comments on that, and I'm currently at 177,000 views.
Oh, wow.
On that one image. And it's been about a week. Yeah. And I'm crazy. Like, holy crap, dude. So, I mean, the community has been super welcoming. Like it's good. It's amazing. So many Sony Alpha shooters reached out, said, congrats or like welcome and that kind of stuff. So
great, good for you.
Yeah,
and
super
the Canon and Nikon shooters been throwing you under the bus, and it was funny. There was
Jason
a comment
from Dave and what's that? What was the comment?
Jim Buck. He jumped in and said, you know what? Oh, I can't watch the podcast anymore. And I said, well, that's okay. I'll just make a podcast of just Canon shooters for you. So And he was like, perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah, so. That's right. Jim.
There's been some pretty funny comments. So all out of fun. Everybody knows that it's an amazing system.
I mean, wait until you and I move forward with this stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm taking it light at the moment. You just wait.
Yeah, now it's Sony versus Canon, right?
Here we go.
So
that's a good episode right there.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
awesome.
nothing bad to say about Canon. Obviously, I mean, I've been shooting Canon.
All the brands these days are amazing. I mean,
absolutely.
I've seen lots of people use. You talked about the 2 camera bodies. There's been lots of people using 2 Z9s. There's so many great systems out there. Even Fuji's got some systems. So yeah. But yeah, I know you move into that system. I'm happy for you, and you're going to do great things with that, I'm sure. So best of luck with those guys. So.
Very excited.
But I can't wait to throw you under the bus more. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually recording this podcast on the Sony A6300.
Oh,
so and I got to thank Jeff Walker for that.
There you go.
Yeah. It's so I think
nice
it's working out. This is the first recording with that camera. What's funny is when he gave it to me, I wasn't even looking at Sony yet. So it wasn't because I'm a Sony shooter that he gave it to me. I was talking to him. We went out shooting for the day, and I was telling him, like my setup at home, I didn't want to keep removing my main camera bodies. Undo the R5, take it, and podcast, and that's what I was doing. So he goes, "Oh, well, I have this camera body." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I picked up a lens for it, and the dummy battery, the plug-in and I got the cam light and everything. And it's like, I think this is working out good.
Nice. Oh, it's good.
Plugged it in, and the first time I'm using this Elgato teleprompter.
Oh, teleprompter, yeah, it's awesome.
So this is a whole new setup. So I'm hoping the quality and everything comes out well. You know what I mean? So
on the teleprompter, just for everybody, so everybody's aware, the teleprompter allows us to put a screen up on it, so we can look directly at our camera. Where before, sometimes we used to be talking like this and nobody can see us, but now we can. That's right. I've been using it for quite a while, and now you're using it. So this is the first time. Yeah, it's been sitting in my gear closet for what? 4 or 5 months. No. 6 months. Yeah. So I would, sometime in 2025, I bought it. Yes. There you go.
But awesome. It was one of those things where, you're finally back home and you got to get a couple of months off before you start traveling again or whatever. Yeah. And it really worked. This is really, really cool setup. So
that's awesome.
I mean, even this whole podcast, I'm looking at you in the teleprompter.
Right.
And before all my other videos, I'd be looking down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So my eyes would always be down. So, so this is awesome. And then when we have our next guest on today, an amazing portrait and landscape photographer.
Stay tuned.
That has a book, runs workshops,
right?
And is pretty good buddies with somebody else we had on the podcast that. His name was Dave. So anyways, looking forward to that, guys. But I don't know. I'm going to look at my notes here. Hang on.
Yeah, all good.
That might be it for the wrap up. I don't know.
Maybe just throw one more thing out there regarding your workshops you have coming up next year, right? People can still sign up there for one of them, or a couple of them.
Yeah, so I was in Churchill November 2024 with a bunch of friends. Absolutely amazing trip.
Oh, good.
And so that was my second time. And I decided to, I think you were on that one too, eh?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I one of those friends?
We're that instant we had in the truck, Kyla was with us too, and that's and we were trying to keep the lenses. The snow was coming in, trying to wipe them off, running out of lens cloths, running out of lens paper.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh my goodness,
that was so funny.
Yeah,
but so I decided to run a workshop, and thank you to everyone. The workshop is November 3rd to the 10th, 2026, and it's sold out in 3 weeks or something like that. Have people on the wait list. So we'll see what 2027 brings. And also have decided to do a Svalbard workshop. So, I mean, the trip this year was kind of a scouting trip too, that nobody was really aware of that, I was doing that. I mean, it was an amazing trip. So, but yeah, I only got 2 spots left for that one.
Wow, good for you. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, only 2 spots left.
They're going to have a trip of a lifetime by the sounds of it, so that's awesome.
And honestly, I hope this is something I can do every year.
Sure.
It's just such an amazing place. But we'll be talking about that,
Stay
in
tuned
a future
for an episode in the future.
And then, next year, my May workshop, that's starting to fill up already. You and I have our Wonders of Waterton in June.
Yeah, photo, video.
I'll be running an elk workshop next year somewhere, possibly different.
Sounds good.
I don't know. You probably got a crap ton of stuff going on.
Yeah, no, I've been doing one-on-ones as well. Like I've been doing one-on-one video teaching sessions.
That's right. Yeah.
I do those in the field or online with editing or learning how to shoot or whatever. So just trying to help people get excited about video and add that, the ability to shoot video as a tool, to their toolkit. Mm-hmm. So for photographers who are wanting to try some video, don't be afraid. I'm here to help guide you through that. So yeah.
Did somebody reach out to you yesterday about that?
I don't think so.
Okay. He will be.
Oh,
I had a meeting yesterday and
nice.
We're going through all his camera settings, his Sony cameras. I said I'd help him out. And
nice.
We went through all that, and then we got to the movie video settings on the camera.
Oh yeah.
I said, skip. He goes, what? I said, Chris does one-on-ones. I said, he offers help.
Awesome, man.
And he'll tell you, how to set things up and everything. And
sure.
He said, you know what? He said, I'll take it. I'll get a hold of Chris. And I can, hire him for a couple hours or whatever long it takes to do it. So I didn't know if he was going to reach out yesterday, but he'll certainly be reaching out because he wants to get that video part of it going. And
sure. Yeah.
I just I'll eventually get there. I'm sure sometime in 2020.
You've been shooting great video. You've been shooting some good stuff.
You know what? Thanks. Shooting good video, but learning to set up other people's cameras and editing and all that other stuff. Yeah. But anyways, he'll reach out to you.
Nice.
So,
and the thing for everybody, there's definitely, I was debating on setting up different, modules and stuff. And I thought, you know what, everybody's at a different point learning video. So I just customize it to that person, whatever their needs are, that's what we're doing. And and then the same thing with our Wonders of Waterton workshop. We offer photo and video in that workshop, and we do the same thing. It's all hands-on, one-on-one stuff, both photo and video side, you and I. So, and we still got some openings left for that one too. So yeah.
Yeah, you bet. So exciting next year for sure.
You bet. Lots on the plate.
We had a wicked year this year. So, and
my kid's getting married. Am I that old? Holy crap, man. Jeez. I had to give her a shout out. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, huge congratulations. That was pretty exciting when I heard it, when you shared the news.
Yes.
It was great seeing those photos of the engagements and the announcement and stuff. And
for sure.
And the fact that she was able to get her venue.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
That just makes things.
They're both super excited. Families are excited. It's going to be a great time. So going to be a busy year, but we're all looking forward to it. So
and you're not shooting photo or video, Dad. You're actually attending the wedding.
I guess I'm told I'm attending. So. But, so which is good,
and that's the way you should do it. You know what I mean? Like you want to attend the wedding and just
too much pressure.
Enjoy it,
I don't want that pressure.
Too much pressure. So,
exactly.
And I mean, you know how much work it is shooting video and photo. Well, during a wedding, like it's stressful. You know what I mean? And if it's your child, you're even probably more stressed because you're trying to capture the perfect moment and this and that. And
sure.
And then who takes the photos, the family photos after the ceremony?
Well, I can just AI.
Are you running on timer? Yeah, that's right. And why does Chris look the same in every photo? drag and drop. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. That's right. So into the file and just cut and paste. Yeah. So
no, I want to enjoy the day too. It's going to be awesome. And busy year for both of us coming up. It has been a busy year, and we got lots of great guests coming up as well. So stay tuned, everybody. And
you betcha. So let's wrap things up.
All right.
We got to get ready for our next guest.
Yes.
And we only have 37 minutes.
Oh, well, let's go.
So we said at 9:15 we're gonna slow things down and take a look, but
we're delayed.
We got to prep for our next guest. So thanks everybody. Thanks again. We really appreciate you. Our YouTube channel is growing.
You bet.
A lot of cool. Keep the DMs coming. Love to answer questions.
Always.
Drop comments. Absolutely. Drop comments about anything. Even if, you have any questions about the Canon stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you have questions about Sony
stuff or
Nanuk or whatever,
And a big shout out to the camera store. We did a 1 year episode and they've been awesome with us. And, we continue to grow that partnership and look forward to great things from them too. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, they've made this possible.
They have, for sure,
helping us, do these episodes, these field sessions, just the support, the video support, the
awesome people,
the product support. I mean, it's crazy good, guys. So
you bet.
Thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, you bet. So Thanks, guys. We'll catch you, I guess, in the next episode of Nature Photo Guys podcast. Thanks for watching. Before we wrap up, we'd like to thank the Camera Store for supporting the Nature Photo Guys podcast.
They're a legendary name in photography, and their support helps us keep bringing you these episodes.
Don't forget to check them out at thecamerastore.com for all your photography and video needs.
Thanks for joining us on the Nature Photo Guys podcast. If you have any questions, contact us at info@thenaturePhotoGuys.ca or message us on Facebook and Instagram at the Nature Photo Guys podcast. Visit YouTube and subscribe to our channel to watch all our latest videos. Or follow and listen to our latest podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or on our website at thenaturePhotoGuys.ca. We'll catch you next time on the Nature Photo Guys podcast.